This video will teach you how to divide two-digit numbers using a hundreds chart. For all those parents out there who are wondering why we would use this method, the reason is that going through this exercise multiple times reinforces the relationship between repeated subtraction and division and really helps the child to understand what it is they are actually doing. So here we have a regular hundreds chart that goes from 1 to 100, and we're going to take our number and we're going to cut off the numbers for the chart that we're not using. So our equation that we're going to do is 68 divided by 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut off all the parts that we don't need. And for us, that's numbers 69 through 100. We're going to cut those off. We don't need them right now. So we can see now we've got our hundreds grid, but we've cut off all the numbers we don't need. So now we only have 1 through 68. So this is reinforcing that division can be viewed as one chunk, and we're splitting up the chunk. So before we do any cutting, what I want to do with the children is have them organize the chart into the groups. So in this case, because we are doing 68 divided by 8, we're going to have them highlight every 8 numbers. And we're going to have them alternate colors. I find it's just easier visually for the kids to be able to see. So we'll highlight from 1 to 8 in red, and then we'll highlight from 9 to 16 in blue, and so on. The kids that I work with have been able, as they go, to start realizing, oh, wait a second, this is related to multiplication because every number that I'm hitting is in my multiplication facts. Okay, and then we'll get to the end and they'll say, oh, well, I'm missing some numbers, or, oh, there's some left over. This is a perfect opportunity to teach them about the remainders. So if you like that, then you can have them highlight it in a different color if you want. So they know that those are still there. You don't divide them by 8 at this point, but we still need to take them into account. And this is where we would start to have them cut. So now that everything's highlighted, they can see that things are going together. So they're going to cut out each group of 8 and glue it on a new piece of paper. When the students have finished gluing, they're going to end up with something like this. So we're going to see that everything's in rows of 8. They can see their multiples going down the side, and they can easily see that there's a remainder here. They're also going to be reminded of multiplication because they're going to realize that this is an array. So it's an array with a top length of 8, and they're going to realize that going down the side, there are 8 complete rows. This is where we get our division expression from. So 68 divided by 8 is equal to 8 with a remainder of 4. And that's how you can use a hundreds chart to do 2 by 1 digit division.